What family secret was finally spilled in your family? When I was 28, I found out that my dad was not my biological father. The news came out via the following. My dad was battling depression and was. Siblings dropped out earlier. Many of them are barely literate. I'm now mid-30s, and tragically, my dad committed suicide mid-March 2020, right as COVID was hitting. I was out of the country at the time, but immediately flew 30 hours, 30-minute layover, and made it in time for his funeral. I do everything in his honor. So it turns out one of my cousins was actually a different aunt child, but she wouldn't raise him, so another aunt adopted him to keep him in the family. Only my mother and her siblings knew this until his biological mom was dying of cancer, and they decided to reveal. It was really shitty, especially because he has a biological sister that was little more than a long-distant cousin. He was around 24 when this all came out. Last week I discovered that my dad died 2 years ago, and no one bothered to tell me. I've been looking for him. He was something off a drifter and most likely had Asperger's. I'm his only child. I stumbled across his headstone on findagrave.com while digging through Ancestry. His marker was labeled beloved brother. My aunts and uncles are pieces of shit. I'm not hard to find. I don't even know how he died. He died alone though. VA paid for his burial. I'm not okay. Edit. Thank you to everyone who's been so kind. I'm still processing the whole thing, so I'm not ready to confront my relatives. My dad was a good guy. He had his demons, and my mother was one of them. Our estrangement wasn't his fault. I'm my father's daughter, and I say that proudly. I'm a veteran like he was. I'm a writer like he was, and I'm autistic as well. I understand the gaps in contact. He was kind, smart, sarcastic, and just a good guy. He loved baseball and metal detecting. On Find a Grave his name is Simon Leslie Wright. Jr. He died February 12th, 2019. I was asked for his name so someone could leave virtual flowers. I see a lot of stories about people finding out that who they thought was their parents weren't the people raising them, and this one is a little bit different. My dad always thought his father who raised him wasn't his bio dad, and the father thought the same. He was treated terribly by his father because the father was told he couldn't have children, and my father was born prematurely, but at a healthy weight. So everyone assumed my grandmother had an affair and got pregnant with my dad. It was to the point that after my grandmother died, my grandfather failed to even mention to his new wife that he had a son and grandchild me. Years later, my dad gets an ancestry DNA test for him and me. He find out that his dad was actually his bio dad. It was shocking and sad. I grew up in a Mexican family and have 2 younger cousins. My aunt married another Latino guy who basically looked white. The oldest child was a girl and came out looking exactly like her dad, full stop. The second was a boy and came out looking like his mom, maybe? He was dark. Like, I'm half black and this kid is darker than me. But his mom was pretty brown as well, so we thought nothing of it. Kid looks like his mom. Well, fast forward 16 years later. They're divorced and hate each other. The daughter was always treated like a princess. The boy was rather spoiled too, but very much sought out his dad's approval, which he just wasn't getting. He couldn't figure out why. He's acting out, getting in trouble, running with gangs. Who's about his dad all the time. Well, dad had enough and flat out told him, "You're not my kid. Your mom is a hoe, and I don't know who your dad is." He even was kind enough to offer up a paternity test. His mother never said shit about it. She took the ostrich approach and hoped it would go away. We know now his dad was a Pacific Islander. And while their IS one who has always been a family friend for many years, he took a paternity test too and was completely cleared.